Hey guys, what's up and welcome to today's video. It has been far too long since I have sat down and filmed. I have been going through it. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but on Monday I had to have a tooth pulled. It was severely cracked. It cracked about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Shit hit the fan with my family and I just never had a chance to take care of it. I started getting insurmountable pain and the next thing I know, I am sitting in a dentist chair with a mouth full of Novocaine or lidocaine or whatever it is that they use these days, and my tooth getting yanked out of my face. I am a well-known hypochondriac to some of you if you've been watching me for a long time. I do struggle a lot with anxiety and panic and hypochondriacism. No, that is not a joke. So anything medical-wise just sends me through a loop. I can't do much of anything. It almost brings me into like a deep depression and it makes it kind of hard to function, but we're not going to get into that. No seriousness. We are here to have some fun today. I want to have some fun. God knows that I need it. So we are going to be playing with the brand new palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the Take Me To Ibiza palette. I hope I am pronouncing that right. I don't know if any of you watched, but I watched Tati in her recent PR unboxing with her husband James, and he was saying it's supposed to be Ibiza. Is that correct? Anyone who knows, please comment down below. We're gonna go ahead and create a look with this together. Packaging is beautiful. BH Cosmetics, a couple years ago, I wanna say, it has been now, came out with their Take Me To Brazil palette, and it was massive. I feel like everybody on Instagram was creating looks with it. It was so popular. It had such a following. They actually then released the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. The only thing with those that they were just a little bit too bright for my liking. I have enough palettes in my collection that have those bright neon colors here and there that I'm just not a huge collector, a huge fan of rainbow quote unquote style palettes. I just need a few of those colors here and there when I feel like being creative in that way. It just has to have a very specific color story to draw me in. And while I thought that those palettes were beautiful, they just weren't my taste. This one, on the other hand, when I took a look at this color story, this one spoke to me a little bit more. Now you're probably thinking, Crystal, this is very colorful. And yes, you are correct. It is very colorful. It just has more colors that I can personally work with. Like these, this row right here with the teal and the blue. I don't wear a ton of blue, but I like teal. I can work with that. I like the purples here. There's neutral options. I just feel like this palette is a little bit more versatile, if that makes any sense, at least in my opinion. It did also include a shadow down here that is more of like a transformative topper. So yeah, this just looks really fun. A lot of you messaged me. I got tagged on Twitter, Instagram. I got DMs. As usual, you guys were asking me if I was going to review this palette, and it's been a while since I've reviewed anything from BH. I absolutely love them. I love their formulas. That would be my dream one day, would be to collaborate with BH Cosmetics or ColourPop. Like, that is just my dream one day. You never know. You never know. Dreams can come true, right? But that would be my dream because I love their brands. I love affordable makeup. It just seems to be more and more in my wheelhouse. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and create a look together. I haven't really primed my eyes. Disgustingly, I can see concealer in the creases here, which is, I don't know why, that grosses me out so much. But anyways, I'll zoom you guys in and let's go ahead and create a look together. I honestly have no idea what kind of look I want to create here. I really, really don't. I kind of want to go for the teal and the blue because I feel like I never do that. I'm kind of like in this realm right here of things. Purple, blue. We're just gonna go with it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna start off by laying down this base shade right here. Ironically enough, I pulled out my BH Cosmetics number 7 brush and just lay that down as a base / transition shade just for something for those other shadows to blend into. In my experience, BH Cosmetic shadows are very blendable. They're soft, they're smooth, they're easy to work with, they're not overly pigmented. They're just awesome shadows. And I really enjoy their makeup brushes too. They're so soft, the ferrules are nice. They don't feel cheap, they don't shed. Again, for the price, they are just fantastic. They feel very luxe to me. I think in the crease, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna take this bright blue shade right here, but I do want a smaller, more of a precise brush. I think I'm gonna take this one here. Now this is from Alter Ego. It doesn't have a number on it. It looks fluffier, but it does help me control shadow a bit more. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the mirror in this palette. And I'm just gonna start to lay that down. Sometimes I feel like I get a little bit 80s with my shadow. I bring it up too much. I have hooded eyes. I don't have a lot of real estate space to work with, so I want to keep this just a little bit tighter. Even pigmentation, blending out beautifully. I'm gonna go in with an even tinier brush now. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush, and I'm gonna dip into that deeper teal matte shade right there. Now there's no names on these shadows, and very interestingly enough, the pans are very tiny, just like in the Brazil palette. I'm gonna pull this out when I get to the outer part of the eye. That's usually what I tend to do because that's where I have the most space. You see what I'm talking about? Look how easy this blends. It just blends so easy. They're not choppy. BH Cosmetics has it right. I'm so not used to looks like this. Like, very rarely do I do blues and purples and pinks and all that. I mean, it's a beautiful color. It's just not something that I dip into a lot. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Be proud of me, you guys. I'm trying to be just a little bit different. Now I think I'm gonna go in with this purple shade right here, another matte. I'm gonna stick with the same brush. I feel like these would blend together without looking muddy. And I'm just gonna actually start to place that on the outer part of the eye. Look at that pigmentation. It's just, you know, it's beautiful. I'm gonna bring that just into the crease. I'm sticking with that same brush, but I'm keeping it tight, and I'm just keeping it kind of on the outer corner and bringing it just into the crease. Mixed with this blue shade, it just kind of makes a little bit of a deeper purple, but it looks really pretty. I'm gonna build that up just a little bit more. Again, as you can tell so far, everything is blending ridiculously good. I am going to do something with this. This does need to be blended. This is kind of a harsh line, but we'll figure that out as it goes. I just have to trust the process. All right, things are interesting. We need to blend a little bit. I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm going to take another BH Cosmetics number 8 brush. I love this brush. If you have hooded eyes, this is an awesome brush. I'm going to dip into this kind of purpley warm tone right here. I'm just going to use a little bit of that to kind of help blend together this purple and this blue right here, just to make it a little bit softer. And it seems to be doing the trick. I just don't want things to get muddy. This is looking really cool. I am actually a fan of it. Like I said, I don't typically do looks like this, and I feel like being different. So here we are. I'm gonna take a break from this, and I'm gonna work on the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna go into my blue again. I'm gonna take that JH40. I'm gonna keep this on the outer part of the eye and just kind of bring it halfway in. And now that we have that down, I'm gonna dip into this purple shade again right here using that same brush. Focus that and kind of blend it. I'm gonna blend it right into that blue and keep that more on the inner part of the eye. Wow, this is turning out really pretty. I think this is probably the most colorful look I have ever created on my channel. This is really fun. Now I think right here, kind of like in the center, I'm gonna take this, let's see, which color do I wanna use? All right, so I'm gonna dip into this metallic right here with my finger, pick up a good amount of that, and I'm just gonna put that right here in the center of the lid and blend it right into where I laid that deeper purple shade on the outer corner. Now I think I'm gonna dip into this blue shade, and that's what we're gonna put on the rest of the lid. Again, using my finger, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay then, that pigment is insane. We're just gonna blend that right into that purple shade. And it's having like a really cool effect, blending in with that purple shade that I laid down. That's really cool. If you like blues and you like indigo colors and you want to be able to mix and match and do that, you can definitely do that with this palette because like I said, as it's mixing in to that purple shade I laid down, it's so cool. I hope you guys can kind of see on camera and that this look doesn't look completely nuts because for me, this is like awesome. Making my eyes look like way bigger than they are. So cool. This has to be probably one of my favorite looks that I've created on my channel. I do want to go ahead and re-intensify this blue that I laid down before. So I'm going to take my alter ego brush again and I'm going to dip back into that teal shade. Looks like it's just, it's not popping enough. I want that part to pop just a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and lightly take my brush and just re-intensify things. Let's figure out what we're gonna put in the inner corners. I could do another pop of color. Let's see, what should we do? I think what might look different with this. Let's just do like a bright icy color, like an icy blue. That's kind of what this one is right here. Let's do that. I dip in with my Lamora. This is my detailed pencil brush, one of my favorite brushes for the inner corner brow bone. And I'm gonna bring that right down onto the lower lash line as well, where I left off with the purple. I'll bring it up just slightly just to add a little bit of dimension as well. So pretty. Let's even go a little bit of a step further. I'm gonna dip into this kind of icy white shade right here. I'm gonna put that right on top, but keep that kind of right in the center a little bit more. These metallics pack a punch. These have to be some of the most pigmented pigmented metallics that I have experienced. I'm gonna swatch these blues. Like, look at this. That is crazy. I think this palette is $16. Look at this. Like, are you joking me right now? Like, I'm just sitting here like, is this for real? Look at these swatches. Crazy, am I right? I mean, that is like, there are high-end palettes, luxury palettes that don't even swatch like that. Let's take a look at this kind of copper brown shade. So beautiful. BH Cosmetics, you are too good. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera. I don't know if I'm gonna put a wing with this or not. I'm just gonna go ahead and put on mascara, debate about doing a wing, and then I will be back with the final look. All right, you guys, so here is the completed look. I am in love with this. Again, this is not something that I typically do, but I am just loving the way that this turned out. The blues, the purples, they just look so beautiful together. They blended gorgeously, effortlessly. The metallics, like, are you joking me? The metallics in this palette are just fire. They are fantastic. They look like they're glowing. It's just beautiful. And I don't have primer or anything on my hands. Like, these are dry. Like, these are not wet swatches. I am just completely blown away and impressed. I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone today. And not only did I create a very colorful, very bold look, but I am rocking a massive wing liner and massive lashes. If you guys have watched me before, this is just something that is like a unicorn on my channel. I never do this, but I am loving it. I feel like I kind of want to start dipping into lashes a little bit more. I think that they can just add so much to a look. They can just add a little bit more of a sultry, smoky vibe, especially with looks like this. I mean, obviously not for every day. It's not my thing, but for something like this, it's just so fun and beautiful, and I love it. This is like definitely Ibiza vibes, going out, European clubbing, kind of just like fun. That's exactly what I think of when I see this look. This palette, you guys, home run. It's a stunner, at least with the shades that I tried. Everything blended out beautifully. It performed nothing less than gorgeous. I can't wait to dip into the other shades, kind of create some more fiery fall looks with this, which is a total possibility with these kind of middle orangey, deeper, fiery looking shades here. Again, the more cool, fun tones with the blues and the teals, and even this row of yellows and kind of like olive greens. It's just, it is so beautiful, you guys. BH Cosmetics, oh, I'm so in love with you. Such an awesome brand for the price, the quality, the performance. You guys, good makeup does not have to be expensive. In fact, some of my favorite makeup items are from the drugstore. I am going to be filming my August favorites. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm saying that. But my August favorites video here in just a moment. So if you see this makeup pop up again, that is why, because I'm about to film that as well. This was super fun to create. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Share it, you guys. It helps me so much. You have no idea. You have no idea. A lot of you comment and say, oh, your channel is so underrated. I wish you got more views, or, you know, how do you not have 1 million subscribers? And I thank you guys so much for the love and those comments, but sharing my videos interacting, comments, the thumbs ups, obviously subscribing and hitting the bell button really helps, but just getting the word out about my channel is what helps me immensely. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!